Traditionally, our enemy has been Russia. Not just because they were communist before, but then they fundamentally transformed. And what did they do? Well, since they transformed, over 40 journalists have been killed since 2000. The most dangerous place to be currently is the Soviet Union if you are a member of the press. The majority of cases have gone unsolved. Only the reporters that were critical of Putin end up dying. They also have collapsed their own system through overspending while at war with bin Laden in Afghanistan. That's weird. They love crony capitalism, rigged government contracts to those willing to play ball, and then put out or kill those who won't. And they have a few hand-picked people that have become billionaires, and the rest of the country continues to live in poverty. They also have the overspending and crony capitalism problem, and which is, hey, wait a minute. This country has something familiar about it, doesn't it? Yeah. A little history here of Obama's dealings with Russia. Let's remember, he sold out the British by giving Russia information about the missiles that we supply to our English allies. Great Britain begged us not to do it. He did it anyway. All this to get the Russians to agree to an arms control deal. When he visited Russia in 2009, Obama and Putin had a 2-hour-long breakfast where Putin, this according to the press, quote, schooled the president on Russia's history. Oh, maybe some World War II history as well? And his future plans for the country, maybe? I kind of halfway hope that World War II part is true. At the end, Obama pledged his support for universal values, not American values, universal values. Now that the G8 meetings are going to be held at Camp David, the president can get cozy with Putin since he'll be there. Coincidentally, the decision to move the summit from Chicago to Camp David was made just a few days after Putin's re-election. According to the Russian media, the move was to improve relations in hopes of kickstarting the missile discussion again. Then, yesterday, he goes and sets Poland on fire with his comments. That's what happened. Poland is crazy. Here's a headline that ran in a Polish newspaper that apparently translates to, were they trading away Poland? Puzzling Obama talk with Medvedev about the missile shield. Isn't that great? I was over in Poland this summer. I went back just a few weeks ago to Europe and talked to people from the former Soviet bloc. The people I talked to said that the U.S. was insistent on making them communists again. They said, would you please tell your administration, I'm like, no, listen to me. You please tell your administration to stop trying to make us communists? Who's preaching free market here? This administration certainly isn't. Do you know who Obama's mentor is? Because I can tell you who Reagan's mentor was. I can tell you about Hillary Clinton's mentor. And Obama's mentor was this guy. Do you have it? Okay. Snappy jacket. He's a communist with a file about that thick. His name is Frank Marshall Davis. This is a new book that is coming out this summer from Mercury Inc. It is, I think, about 2 years in the making, called The Communist. You need to know who had the biggest effect on Barack Obama. We'll expose him in this book that my company is publishing this summer. The fact that the president's latest exchange with Medvedev is only a 2-day story at best in the mainstream media is astonishing, because if any other president would have done any of this before, it would have meant the end of his presidency. Remember, he's saying, this is my last election. And he's talking to one of the most dangerous groups of people on earth today. Watch.
My last election, basically. Yeah. After my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah, I understand. I transmit this information to Vladimir and understand.
He is asking a foreign leader for more time until the election so he can come through with his promise. 1, does he even have that power? Congress does. 2, is he selling the U.S. into slavery, or is it just Poland? He is single-handedly changing the axis of power. He's changing the Axis allies and the Axis and the allies. He's changing all of that. Who are our allies now? Libya? Egypt, whoever they are, rest assured, I'm sure they will punch above their weight.